needs. And today the EV industry predominantly operates in scooter form. And today's market share is already at around 10% of the total scooter business. So ICE and EV. And that's a growing sensitivity to climate change and resulting impacts, customer convenience, and the improved total cost of ownership, TCO proposition, considering rising fuel prices, so accelerated consumer interest in this battery electric vehicles. On the FAME 2 enhancement, PLI, state subsidy, and other EV-related infrastructure initiatives of the government reinforced also consumers' faith in that segment. But let's now come to the international business. Also, the industry international saw a revival post-COVID, bouncing back to the level of 2019-2020 with strong growth of personal mobility needs and the marginal impact of pent-up demand post-lockdowns. The Latin American market, with an annual size of 6.3 million, posted a healthy growth of 37% over previous year. The African market, with an estimated two-wheeler industry of 5.2 million units, grew by 15% over 2020-21. Fuel and the Asian market grew by 12% in 2021-22 over the previous year to 14.5 million units. Just a brief excursus of the three-wheelers. The three-wheeler domestic industry, so small passenger, grew by 65% with 96,600 units as against 58,400 units in fiscal 2020-21. And the export market grew by 26% from 387,000 units to 489,000 units in the last financial year. That's the market. But let me now move from the industry overview to the TVS achievements, to the TVS performance. The company, TVS, sold 31.37 lakh units of two-wheelers in 21-22. And as a result, the company registered both its highest ever turnover of 20,809 crore rupees and its highest ever profit before tax PBT of 1,213 crore rupees despite many headwinds. In the domestic two-wheeler market, TVS achieved sales of 20.3 lakh units, motorcycles being 7 lakhs and balance in 13.3 lakhs in scooters and mopeds, as compared to 21.6 lakhs in 2020-21. This is a decline of 6%, clear. But this relatively small decline outperformed the industry, which declined by 11%, as highlighted already earlier. In the domestic motorcycle markets, TVS achieved sales of 7.02 lakh units, a growth of 12% over 2021. TVS Apache performed better than the premium motorcycle industry with sales of 3.2 lakh units, posting a slight decline of only 1%. While the premium motorcycle industry declined by 24% over the previous year. And the company sold the newly launched, you have seen it just in the image, the newly launched TVS Rider is well received by customers and has helped in achieving this remarkable growth rate. In domestic scooters, the company achieved sales of 8.56 lakh units and registered a decline of 7% of over 2020-21. And in EV, the company achieved sales of 10,773 units of iQube electric scooters already. Let's come to the exports. The company's two-wheeler export in 21-22 were 11.76 lakh units. TVS achieved a significant growth of 43% over last year and crossed, first time, the significant number of 1 million two-wheeler exports in a financial year. This is a strong testimony to our focus on customer experience and best-in-class quality. In Africa, we have been growing at a pace faster than the industry. HLX continues to enjoy greater customer acceptance also and especially in the taxi segment. And in Asia, the new product Rider has been very well accepted in the market, adding on to the success of premium motorcycle Apache and the new age connected scooter Ntorq. The three-wheeler exports during the year reached 1.63 lakh units, a significant growth of 41% over 2020. Parts and accessory was at 2,368 crore rupees as against 1,737 crore rupees in 2020-21, an increase of 36.3%. And the total revenue was at 20,809 crore rupees, as against 16,784 crore rupees in 2020-21, an increase of 24%. And so the company achieved an improved EBITDA margin of 9.4% in 21-22, as against 8.5% in 2020-21. So let's talk about profit. Year on year, profit before tax, so the PBT, increased to 1,213 crore rupees from 826 crore rupees, an increase of 46.8%. And profit after tax, so PAT, increased to 894 crore rupees from 612 crore rupees, an increase of 46.1%. And these results are really impressive. And therefore, I also want to take the opportunity to thank the CEO, K&R and his team for their dedicated leadership, and the team for this outstanding result, given all the challenges in 21 and 2022. So thank you very much. Let's come to partnership and acquisitions. As you know, we constantly strive to be at the forefront of personal mobility solutions and advanced technologies globally. And toward this, the company acquired Swiss E-Mobility Group, SEMG, and Ego Movement, in addition to the previously acquired Norton Motorcycles. And I will share more about these companies later while covering the subsidiaries. And as you know, the company continues a long-term strategic partnership with BMW Motorrad to develop and to manufacture sub-500cc bikes for domestic and global markets. And in 21-22, again a record, the company crossed the mark of 100,000 units of BMW 310cc motorcycle sales. So, then I would like to introduce you to some of the new TVS products. And I can tell you with full engagement, the operational teams have continued to refine the core product portfolio and simultaneously developed and launched new and additional products for the TVS customers. The company's new product launches demonstrate the leading position of TVS with many first-in-class and first-in-segment features. products have been very well received by consumers, experts, and the trade. And not just in domestic, but across global markets, including South Asia and Latin America. And just to name some of the top products, TVS Rider 125, a sporty commuter motorcycle offered with signature design elements, like a dominant headlamp, a strong muscular appeal, along with a host of safety, convenience, and exciting tech features, like segment-first ride modes, the reverse LCD cluster for the young and the commuter segment, and split seats, as you have seen in the film. TVS Jupiter 125, an executive commuter scooter with progressive, masculine design. And Jupiter 125 offers, for example, first in segment front fuel filling and under-seat storage space that can accommodate 2 helmets. And TVS Jupiter received high accolades from many target customer groups, in addition to being awarded the Scooter of the Year by various media houses. And TVS HLX, the company's leading international brand, has achieved the milestone of cumulative 2+ million customers across Africa and worldwide. TVS HLX has widened its range, catering to different customer segments with the introduction of the HLX 150 5-gear series. All these new products, which were designed and delivered through tough times of pandemics and lockdowns, are really true to the TVS DNA: customer centricity, advanced technology, and high quality, despite the challenges faced. And I want to thank the TVS engineering and operational teams for this outstanding performance. And so it's quite clear, this team wins awards. And ladies and gentlemen, you all have probably experienced a small formula. Business is people. And dedicated efforts by passionate people towards developing new top-class products have helped TVS Motor Company to win many prestigious awards. And I would really like and highlight some of them. On the people side, Best Company for Women in Indian Award. 2021, BCWI Best Company for Women in Indian Award. 100 Best Companies by Working Mother Media, and after the second year in a row, so 2020 and 21. And Most Inclusive Companies in India, Exemplar Award. 2021 MICI, Most Inclusive Companies in India, Exemplar Award, Working Mother and After for our inclusion. And the Srinivasan Services Trust, TVS's CSR arm, received the Outstanding Social Innovation Award at the CK Prahalad Awards 2021. And on the product side, Rider received Indian Motorcycle of the Year 2022 and Top Gear Editor's Choice Two-Wheeler of the Year 2022 and Bike of the Year 2022 from High Tech Awards. Also, Jupiter 125 received several awards in the scooter category. Scooter of the Year Award at the Digital Auto Awards 2021, Chakran High Tech Award 2021, Excellence in Mobile and Mobility, and Scooter of the Year Award at Top Gear. Really great awards. Congratulations to the teams. And ladies and gentlemen, these wins clearly demonstrate Mr. Veena Srinivasan's vision, his vision and how he has successfully forged values, people, and products in the enduring winning company. It's outstanding. It's really outstanding, and we only can say thank you to him. So unfortunately, he's not with us at the moment. And it's also heartening to know that our chairman emeritus has been conferred the prestigious Padma Bhushan Award for his exceptional work in the domain of trade and industry. And he has also been recognized as the Man of the Year 2021 for Autocar. And I'm happy to share that recently our chairman emeritus, Mr. Veena Srinivasan, has been nominated by the government of India as director to the Central Board of the Reserve Bank of India. Please join me in congratulating him. So, briefly some additional information concerning TVS subsidiaries. PT, TVS Indonesia, so PT, TVS. During the year under review, PT, TVS sold 86,169 NOS for two-wheelers and as against 58,901 NOS of last year, thereby registering a growth of 46%. And in the three-wheelers, the company received sales of 11,094 units, as against 5,863 units of sales during the previous year, a growth of 89.2%. And the growth in sales numbers, coupled with effective management of fixed costs, enabled PT TVS to achieve an EBITDA of $5.3 million for the year 21-22, as against $3 million of last year, an increase of 76.7%. Norton Motorcycle Company. During the year 21-22, the Norton Motorcycle Company, which was acquired in April 2020, has established a modern, really very modern, state-of-the-art manufacturing facility capable of producing high-end premium motorcycles at Solar Park, Solihull in the UK. And Norton's product line has been firmed up. Production of the motorcycles has commenced already, and key management positions have been filled up now. The structure is given. And the first customers, by the way, have been informed to take over their motorcycles these days. Swiss E-Mobility Group Holding AG in Switzerland. During the year, TVS Motor acquired a majority stake in Swiss E-Mobility Group and its subsidiaries. And the acquisition reaffirms the company's commitment to expansion in Europe, the largest e-bike market outside of China, through a portfolio of premium and technology-leading brands, including Ego Movement. Now let's come to the TVS Credit Service Limited. In 2021-2022, TVS CS's overall disbursements registered a growth of 45% at 12,533 crores rupees as compared to 8,627 crore rupees in the previous year. The assets under management stood at 13,911 crore rupees against 11,200 crore rupees, thereby registering a growth of 24%, and net worth stood at 1,864 crore rupees against 1,564 crore rupees of previous year, a growth of 19.2%. So, dividend. The board of directors declared an interim dividend of 3.75 per share rupees. That's 375%, amounting to 178 crore rupees for the year ended 31st of March 22, as against interim dividend of 3.5 rupees per share, so 350% declared for the year ended 31st of March 2021. So that covers, in principle, the overview about the performance. And now I would like to highlight the outlook for the fiscal year 2022 and 2023. And as we step more and more into the fiscal 23, the company remains cautiously optimistic about the prospects for its business. Why? TVS has a really very strong, high-quality product portfolio. And TVS will launch new additional products with outstanding technologies, especially also latest electronic technology, also in the EV segments. And that's the key. TVS has an outstanding, passionate team, excellent people. Also externally, we see positive developments. The RBI, in its April 2022 monetary policy announcement, has projected GDP growth for fiscal 23 at 7.2%. And growth in fiscal 2023 is expected to be holistic, supported by following factors. Strong rural demand, supported by favorable Rabi output and increases in crop prices. Also based on a pickup in urban consumption demand due to increasing vaccination coverage, ease of restrictions, and an increase in contact-intensive services that bore the brunt of the pandemic. Improving consumer sentiment is also indicated by RBI's Consumer Confidence Survey out of April 2022 and a return to pre-pandemic levels. And normal monsoon, as per the initial forecast of the Indian Meteorological Department. Uptick in CapEx spends by the central and state governments is also by private corporations. And the improving road infrastructure and economic environment with our current mass transit systems will further drive the demand for mobility for the masses. The government's trust on CapEx, coupled with initiatives such as the Production-Linked Incentives (PLI) scheme, is expected to give a push for improvement in investment activity. And also, the International Monetary Fund (IMF) projections state out that India will remain the fastest growing major economy in the world in the calendar year 2022. However, you should be clear, we are not closing our eyes. The geopolitical developments are hardly to be forecasted, and the resulting political and financial elements not to be calculated. Climate change necessities, to think about the process of Destination Zero. Technological changes and infrastructure requirements will challenge everybody. The great risk for the economy and TVS at this stage stems from inflationary pressure, supply-side concerns, especially semiconductors, it still will hold on, and the super cycle of commodity prices, and as highlighted, the impacts out of geopolitical unrests. But, as highlighted already, TVS is solid. TVS is strong, and due to their attractive product lineup, unwavering focus on consumers, quality, cost, and the strong launches, the company is confident of posting a sustained profitable growth, despite the global challenges ahead. And with considerable improvement in the urban markets across India, we are positive about the performance of the scooter segment. And this segment will see significant demand from students and working women. And the broader replacement segment is likely to perform better in line with the reopening of schools, colleges, and offices. And with a new premium motorcycle soon to be launched, The premium segment will receive a further boost and is expected to generate a lot of excitement, not just in the domestic market, but also internationally. So the export of two-wheelers is likely to see a growth story during the year, fueled by strong demand for TVS products and due to its operations in diverse geographies. That mitigates the overall risk. While overall demand in certain countries is expected to be impacted due to high fuel and food prices, those are likely to be hedged by other countries which are agri-based economies or have surplus of crude oil. And we have been growing in the key markets of Africa at a pace faster than the industry, and we are confident of maintaining this healthy growth by continuing to serve with customer-centric products and services. And the Latin American market is a further opportunity for us to expand our customer base. Overall, the motorcycles from the TVS portfolio have started catering also to various needs, including the last mile connectivity. We are very optimistic about our volume growth in this part of the globe, both in the two-wheeler and three-wheeler business. And let me also make some remarks to the EV business here. The company has set up a vertical to rapidly ramp up its product pipeline and presence globally. And the PLI and FAME 2 initiatives of the government will be fully leveraged by the company and strategically build a sustained, strong play in this segment. The industry is slated to grow rapidly, and TVS has robust plans for this segment. In 2022-23, the company will be launching a series of new products focusing on different customer segments. And the company is developing a very interesting portfolio of two-wheelers and three-wheelers in the range from 5 to 25 kilowatts. In addition, with a strategic association with BMW, the company will be working jointly on design and development of EV vehicles for the global market, together with BMW as one team. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to end my words without thanking everyone who contributed to this good result in the difficult year 2021-2022. So, on behalf of the Board of Directors, I want to thank the shareholders for their continued confidence reposed in the company. I also would like to express our grateful thanks to our customers, bankers, financial institutions, dealers and suppliers for their continued cooperation and invaluable support. And I thank all employees of the company for their commitment and their hard work and their passion for TVS. TVS is special. I find the team fueled by passion, inspired by purpose, and bound together by values and compassion. They are engaged in building a better social society, a stronger nation, starting with a winning company. And I congratulate the team for having achieved great results in 2021-2022. And I trust that the CEO, KNR, and the strong team of TVSM and all subsidiaries can deliver outstanding results again. And so I wish the leadership team and all employees a lot of success in 2022-2023. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a lot of facts and figures in a very short amount of time. Thank you very much for your attention. And with that, I would like to come back to the agenda. In continuation of the AGM topics, I want to address that the following ordinary resolutions are being considered in this AGM. Firstly, the adoption of both standalone and consolidated audited financial statements, together with Director's report and Auditor's report of the company for the fiscal year 2021-2022. Secondly, the reappointment of Dr. Lakshmi Venu as a director liable to retire by rotation. Thirdly, not filling up the vacancy caused to the retirement of Mr. H. Laxmanan as a director who does not offer himself for appointment. Ladies and gentlemen, those two small lines sound so simple. There's so much more to it. Permit me to make a few statements of the utmost respect. Mr. H. Laxmanan has been entirely associated with the company and the group for around 7 decades. He has proficiently guided the company and meticulously liaised with all members of the board for its smooth functioning. His efforts in inculcating TVS value systems in the organization, unique way of handling people and customers at any time, and especially in times of crisis. His dynamic and generous approach on wage settlements with trade unions are remarkable, besides being commendable, and his dedication to the company is matchless. Dear Mr. Lakshmanan, on behalf of the Board of Directors and the entire TVS staff, I am honored to express our gratitude. Thank you very much for all your support, for all your performance. After such a point, it is difficult to simply return to the agenda. But let me now continue with the AGM resolutions. Fourthly, we have the reappointment of Mr. Venu Srinivasam as a director liable to retire by rotation. And fifthly, ratifying the numeration payable to the cost auditor for the financial year 2022-2023. Dear ladies and gentlemen, now I want to open up the Q&A session, and shareholders who have registered themselves as speakers are requested to speak one by one. The moderator will call you. The shareholders, again, as mentioned, one by one.
Thank you,
so may I hand over, please?
Thank you, sir. I will request the shareholders to keep the questions short in the interest of time of all concerned. The first speaker shareholder, Mr. Praful Chawda.
हेलो सर, मेरी आवाज आ रही है सर? सर
हेलो,
आवाज आ रही है?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Yes, sir, आ रहा है. ओके सर, थैंक यू सर. फर्स्ट तो बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर को ये बात की धन्यवाद देता हूँ कि कंपनी का एजीएम भगवान के नाम से चालू करे, और ये बात की शुभकामना है कि ये 3 डिकेड यानी कि 3 डिकेड में कंपनी प्रवेश कर रही है. तो आने वाला 10 इयर्स कंपनी के लिए बहुत अच्छा रहो, और आज से जो भी 30 साल में जो काम किया वह आने वाले 10 साल से भी ज्यादा काम करके बताए, ऐसी शुभकामना सर. सर खास तौर पे अभी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक गाड़ी आ गया है, इसके बारे में मैं थोड़ा कुछ बोलना चाहता हूँ कि ये जो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक गाड़ी आने से अपना जो इंजन वाली गाड़ी है जो भी रनिंग में चलती है, वो गाड़ी के बिजनेस पर कितना असर पड़ेगा, और इसका प्रोडक्शन कुछ कम करना पड़ेगा या सेम टू सेम प्रोडक्शन चालू रहेगा, इसके बारे में बताएंगे. इलेक्ट्रॉनिक गाड़ी अपना बिकता है, सेल होता है, पर मैं खुद इलेक्ट्रॉनिक गाड़ी चलाता हूँ, तो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक गाड़ी का तो बहुत बेनिफिट है। तो सर जनरली मुझे फीडबैक मिलता है, यानी कि कई लोग पूछते हैं कि गाड़ी का सर्विस स्टेशन कितने हैं, कितने एरिया में सर्विस होता है। तो खास तौर पे गाड़ी सेल करने के लिए अपने मार्केटिंग वाले को ये करना चाहिए कि ज्यादा से ज्यादा सर्विस स्टेशन रखना चाहिए। सर्विस स्टेशन का पूछते हैं, बाद में जो भी मिलते हैं तो पूछते हैं कि इसका पार्ट्स मिलेगा या नहीं मिलेगा, जो गाड़ी कुछ खराब हुई तो गाड़ी का पार्ट्स कहाँ कहाँ मिलेगा और कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगा, इसके बारे में पूछे। गाड़ी में अभी थोड़ी गाड़ी में फायर हो गया, आग लग गया, तो ऐसा क्यों होता है, ऐसा कुछ हुआ तो क्या करना, इसके बारे में जानकारी मिलती है। इसके बारे में गाड़ी पानी में डूब गई तो चलेगी नहीं चलेगी, कितना चलेगी, अगर बारिश के दिनों में पानी भर गया और गाड़ी थोड़ा डूब गया तो क्या होगा। ये सब चीज अपने मार्केटिंग वाले क्लाइंट को बताना चाहिए और कस्टमर को ये बात में संतुष्ट करना चाहिए कि ये कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगा और आपको जो हमारे पास से गाड़ी खरीदेंगे तो जुपिटर की हर एक जगह पे सर्विस मिलेगा। इसके बारे में आप कुछ अच्छा काम करेंगे। अपना रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट सेंटर वेरी गुड सर, हर एक टाइम पे 3 मंथ 4 मंथ 6 मंथ में नया नया मॉडल्स बाहर निकालते हैं, नया नया कलर्स आते हैं, तो टीवीएस में कलर रेंज अच्छा मिलता है और साथ साथ में नए नए मॉडल देखने को चांस मिलता है। जो आजकल यंग जनरेशन नया नया मॉडल चाहते हैं, लेडीज भी चाहते हैं कि अच्छे कलर की गाड़ी हो तो देखने में। सर आजकल सब ऑनलाइन हो गया है, हर चीज ऑनलाइन है, डॉक्टर को पूछना है तो ऑनलाइन, तो अपने भी कुछ सर्विस ऑनलाइन देना चाहिए। गाड़ी रास्ते में खराब हो जाती है या सिटी से बाहर गए तो खराब हो जाती है, मैकेनिकल नहीं मिलता है, तो ऐसा कोई टोल फ्री नंबर रखना चाहिए, तो इसमें हर एक लैंग्वेज में बात करने वाले रखना चाहिए, तो उधर से डायरेक्शन देगा कि आपकी गाड़ी में क्या खराबी हुई है, क्या खराबी नहीं हुई है, आप हाथ से भी रिपेयर कर सकते हो या मैनुअल काम कर सकते हो। इसके लिए आप कुछ ऐसा काम कीजिए ताकि कस्टमर को जंगल में रोडों पे तकलीफ ना हो और आपको पूछ सकते, वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस से पूछ सकते। सर चिप आजकल बोलते हैं कि हर एक गाड़ी में चिप लगाना जरूरी है, चिप का शॉर्टेज चलता है, तो सर अपने पास चिप का प्रॉब्लम है या नहीं है, या अपने कोई किसी के एग्रीमेंट किया है कि अपने को चाहिए कि चिप मिल जाएंगी और चिप का प्रॉब्लम नहीं रहेगा। सर साथ साथ में अभी बैटरी से चलने वाली जो गाड़ी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक गाड़ी आ गई है, तो अपने बैटरी किससे खरीदते हैं या कुछ ऐसा कुछ प्लान है कि कोई बैटरी मैन्युफैक्चरर से टाई अप करना या कुछ नया प्रोडक्ट्स अपने बैटरी का जो है टेक ओवर कर लेना, इसके बारे में बताएंगे। सर मैं गाड़ी के बारे में डिस्काउंट तो नहीं पूछता हूँ खरीदने के लिए, मैं सेलर को कम से कम हर एक सेलर को एक फ्री सर्विस डिस्काउंट कूपन भेजना चाहिए। जो इसकी फैमिली में गाड़ी है तो यूज कर सकते हैं उन्हें, फैमिली के बगैर वो डिस्काउंट कूपन सेल नहीं कर सकते, पर डिस्काउंट कूपन से अपनी गाड़ी एक बार फ्री में सर्विस करा सकते हैं। ऐसा भी कुछ आप करना चाहिए। बहरहाल कंपनी हर एक चीज में अच्छा काम करते आ रही है और हमारी शुभकामनाएं कि अच्छी काम करते रहे। धन्यवाद सर।
थैंक यू सर। I will call on the next speaker shareholder, Mr. Ravi Kumar Naredi.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you, sir. So I have 4 questions. So one by one. So auto component segment, we had a loss of rupees 63 crore versus 7 crore previous year. So any specific reason when this segment will be profitable? The second one is related to association with BMW. So what is the timeline to launch the product and any more color on this association you want to share? So next one is regarding EV segment. What is the current margin and what is our expected margin from this segment in near term? And as per your plan, how much time will it take to get this? The last one is, what is your view regarding the company within 3 to 5 years regarding the growth in turnover
and segment-wise, EV and other, and any specific you want to share? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I will call the next speaker shareholder, Mr. Mehul J. Shah.
Thank you so much, and I extend my thanks to the management for allowing me to speak at this AGM. Also, I congratulate our Chairman Emeritus on all the awards and recognitions that he's received, during the last financial year. Chairman, sir, my question for the management and the board is what are the long-term plans that the company has on the acquisitions that the company made in the last financial year? I've been shareholder of this company for the last 20 years, and I would heartily congratulate the entire management on the acquisitions that they've made overseas in past financial year and year thereafter before. So, and also what would be the plan, or what plan does the company have on in relation to these companies, whether all these companies would be brought in under one umbrella? I think these are the questions that I have for the management.
Thank you.
Thank you. I will call the next speaker, Mr. K.P. Venkata Ramakrishnan.
Good afternoon, everyone. Chairman, my question is, growth and export market is quite encouraging. Whether this will sustain, and what other strategies planned for taking to the next level? Thank you.
Thank you.
I will call the next speaker, Mr. Manoj Kumar Gupta.
Hello. Good afternoon, respected Chairman, Board of Directors, fellow shareholders. My name is Manoj Kumar Gupta. I have joined this meeting from Calcutta. First of all, please convey our best wishes to our beloved Chairman Emeritus, Sri Venu Srinivasan Saab, for his appointment as Director of RBI by the Government of India. It's a big achievement for the TVS Group, and we are proud on him that such type of persons are as inducted in the RBI board by the government to see dedication, loyalty, and honesty. So, and he will serve the Central Board of Bank to lead to serve the pupils in the ethic manner. And I thanks to the company secretary and his team for help us to join this meeting through VC, and special thanks to Mr. Raja Prakash, who has helped us to join this meeting. And sir, what impact will come on our company through electric vehicles, electric scooty and others, electric scooters, and what's your plan for future in that regard? And sir, offer some benefit to the investors, those can afford and those want to buy a scooty and a scooter, so that you offer some benefits to the investors, that if they buy, why they will go to buy Yamaha and Hero Motor and Bajaj? They should buy TVS Motor, scooty and other vehicles. So you should offer some discount or offer some benefit that they can attract to buy TVS brand. And Make in India to fulfill the vision of our Prime Minister to export with the logo of Make in India. And sir, is there any impact on our company by the way of Russia and Ukraine war? And sir, how you will reward to the shareholders? Because we have waited for 10 years for the bonus. And sir, in Hindi, भगवान राम 14 साल के लिए वनवास गए थे और पांडव 13 साल के लिए. तो हम लोगों को कितने साल वेट करना पड़ेगा बोनस के लिए, क्योंकि 12 साल कंप्लीट हो गया सर. So should we expect that for another next 2 years we can get bonus under your leadership, bonus here? And sir, think about to give some benefit to these shareholders if they are interested to buy the product. Thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot, and I really would like to thank you all also for the words for the Chairman Emeritus. He has done really exceptional work. He's a special person. So, moderator, please, let's continue.
Chairman, Mr. Manoj Kumar Gupta was the last speaker. I request you to continue the proceedings.
Good. Then, ladies and gentlemen, the questions have been asked. These essentially relate to the topics international business, BMW, EV and EV margin, Europe with all the acquisitions, export and overseas activities, and the outlook, the short as also in the long term for 3 to 5 years. And against that background, I would like to ask Mr. Sudarshan Venu, the Managing Director, to reply to these questions.
Thank you, Chairman. My thanks to all the shareholders for their interested questions, their concern over the future of the company, and I really appreciate all of you taking the time and trouble to attend today and to ask the questions. Grouping them as we offer answers, I think electric vehicles really offer a large opportunity, and TVS is investing to grasp this opportunity. We are investing and will launch a complete range of electric vehicles from 5 to 25 kilowatts, which are packed with technology and aspirational for consumers. We have recently launched the all-new iQube, which has been very well received with over 15,000 order book, and we are ramping this up to more cities. To answer Mr. Chavda's question, wherever we open the sales of iQube, we certainly do it in partnership with service and with all outlets in those regions fully equipped to offer service and spare parts to customers. We will also look at soon implementing your suggestion of a digital app for service and for booking digital appointments, booking service appointments online. Quality is at the core of TVS, and this, along with safety, is at the heart of what we focus on while developing new products. Our teams are fully committed to rigorous engineering, testing, and compliance with standards and being the best in class, and we will leave no stone unturned in ensuring this is achieved in all our products. The BMW Association has started with a successful launch and commercialization of the 310 family of products, which you are aware. In keeping with the future of electric, which we expect will grow multifold in the coming years, we have also extended this to the sub 15 kilowatt platform of electric two-wheelers, and the launch dates will be announced at the appropriate time. Regarding the auto components, some of the loss is owing to the startup of Sundaram Clayton USA and in the foundry in the US. We believe that with increased volumes and ramp up, this will improve a lot and be profitable very soon. So this is only to do with the startup associated costs. The next question was on long-term plans on acquisitions. I think Norton is a brand which has a tremendous value, tremendous legacy, and certain core values like racing and innovation. As TVS takes this ahead, we will attempt to reinvent it in a modern way while drawing on these values. After much engineering and lots of effort over 24 months, the new Nortons have started production and will soon reach customers. In line with what our chairman said about Destination Zero, Norton has partnered with the UK Advanced Propulsion Centre to develop an electric superbike, which gives an indication of how Norton will move ahead in the future. This will also be a basis for play in more developed and industrialized markets and in the luxury segment of the two-wheeler market. In Europe, we believe that electric bicycles will be at the forefront of urban mobility, and that the market, which is already 15 billion euros, will grow by over 8% each year, and SEMG and EGO will aim to capitalize on this market growth, and SEMG is already profitable. I think Make in India is certainly a very important topic, and the Indian two-wheeler industry has shown how India can be at the forefront of a global industry, with 3 of the top 5 makers by volume coming from India. I believe that with the investments in electric, this will also happen in the EV space. While we do not see a direct impact on much of our business from Russia and Ukraine, the inflation that has led and the supply chain shocks is certainly something we are actively managing and which we must take into account while making our future plans and de-risk. Thank you, Chairman. That concludes the answer to the questions.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Sudarshan Veena, the Managing Director, now answered all your questions, I think, comprehensively, and you could feel his passion. TVS is really led also by an exceptional professional leader and a very special leader team. So, now I want to conclude the meeting with the following remarks. First of all, I thank all the shareholders for participating in the virtual AGM. The voting facility on the NSDL website will remain open up to 15 minutes from the conclusion of this meeting to enable the shareholders to cast their vote through e-voting. The results of e-voting will be declared on or before the 29th of June 2022. And the declared results will be made available on the website of the company, stock exchange and NSDL. Officially, that concludes the proceedings of the meeting. However, I don't want to close the meeting without thanking the TVS team for their hard work. And so I want to take the opportunity to thank the CEO, Kena, and the TVS team for their engagement and their passion in 2021-2022, and want to wish the team a lot of success and really inspiring results and inspiring moments also this year. And ladies and gentlemen, I think you know it. TVS offers, and also the products, so also the shareholder shouldn't buy competitor products. TVS offered the compelling combination of engineering integrity, a design-driven, reliable product portfolio, highest quality, and latest technology. And TVS is ahead of the wave. TVS has a clear purpose. TVS is leading on the way to destination zero. So let's please join forces in making TVS even stronger. TVS is committed. TVS contributes to the society. It's worthwhile the extra mile. And TVS had the right people. In addition, and unfortunately, Mr. Veena Srinivasan cannot be with us today, I also want to thank Mr. Veena Srinivasan for building a highly respected global player company. It's so outstanding. Again, I thank you all for your participation. I request you to all stay safe. Take care. And with normal monsoon, it's highly expected that the economy will do well. And with this positive outlook, I hereby declare the 30th AGM of TVS as closed. Thank you very much.